So this is episode 25, everybody. And with episode 25, I wanted to say, or with 24, that was 6 months for a video for, 24 weeks, which is 6 months worth of videos. We've come a long way.
See, I didn't even have anything to say. I stuttered. Just
It's
because,
all right, 6 months.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
and I think, and I'm pretty sure we've said this, but it was all from an idea.
Yeah.
All from an idea.
107. We're at 107 at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Subscribers.
About to be at 107K eventually.
Yeah, no. I was just having a moment to think about everything. We're not close to done, so it's okay.
Right. We got a long way to go too.
We're nowhere. We haven't even started, bro. It's like, the whole saying that it is. It's like sometimes for the first year or two of just working, you don't see a sprout. It's just the roots growing underneath.
Yeah.
Just growing the roots, bro.
Bro, I
Every
want
step in life.
100%. And bro, I wanted to bring this up to you on the podcast. Bro, that comment from that guy or that DM from that guy, bro, that made me feel good.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. We had somebody on our Instagram. Long story short, he was arguing with somebody in one of our comments, and then after he argued with the kid, he ended up DMing us and was like, I really fuck with y'all's
You
content.
didn't DM first. He DM'd us first.
Well, no, I DM'd him,
Oh,
but I was just like,
appreciate
thanks.
the support. Yeah.
Appreciate the support. And then he pretty much came back with, you've gained a true fan in us. I love your content. Keep going, bro. That's real, bro. And I like that authenticity.
Because of random people.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody random can, put aside us being random people and can just contact us.
Well, this is the thing. Like, any content you see that's under even like 10,000. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't see like tens of thousands of views, you already have to question its credibility. Like,
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
And we understand that.
Yeah. No. It's just like I'm just speaking for myself. If I ever see something on the web,
Right.
like, I'd look at more credibility with how many zeros are behind it. Like,
100%.
and that's that.
Bank account and subscribers.
I mean,
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
I mean, exactly.
Bro, I actually, when I said bank account, it made me think of an idea or a thought. So people always, I don't want to say people, and it seems to be that less fortunate people normally bring this up. And this is not always the case, but do you think somebody is more credible with the more money that they've made? Not accumulated, because people can get handouts, but I'm talking about,
Credible?
like, okay, so for instance, and like I said, the reason why I thought about
trust
that.
Bill Gates or you gonna trust a hobo? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the reason why I say
To get something done.
no, exactly. That's
so
exactly
obviously
my
you're gonna
point.
worry about money, and
Right.
credibility.
Because, bro,
But like,
when you can see somebody's put in the work, and when
let's
you can
this,
see
though. But
somebody's,
if you were comparing, like, let's put it this way: if you're comparing like a mechanic to like, okay, mechanic salary, 60 to 80,000.
that might be a little high.
Car mechanic.
I mean,
You think
just
so?
at like a Rusty Dusty Dan's auto shop down the street.
I mean, maybe not the people that just do oil changes, but like an actual technician. What I'm trying to say,
yeah.
that comparing them to like an office job that would pay like 100,
Yeah.
that extra like 20, 40,000 is not going to give them that much credibility.
Right. But
Like
when you're talking
it's more of a
zeros-
significant, yeah.
Yeah.
Zeros are powerful. Zeros.
Considering it's such an easy thing, you know what I mean?
What? Just a fucking goose egg.
Yeah, bro. It's like, no, I do want to say this. I don't think that those zeros account for who the person is as a person, because
No,
there's a lot of
yeah.
shitty people that can make money.
Oh yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But there's not a lot of unmotivated people that can make money. You get what I'm saying?
That is
So, and that fits perfectly in with what you just said a second ago. When it comes to accountability during getting something done, I think that definitely plays a big role. For instance, are you going to take the CEO that has accountability, or are you going to take the local business owner that's been in business for 5 years and has only like accumulated $80,000 or something?
I mean, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely going with the CEO, especially if I need some shit done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I just back to the comment or the DM. I just love that authenticity, because when you can have somebody that has no idea who we really are and can sort of see our vision the way that we see it and like sort of look what we're going to, I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Bro, we haven't even got our feet wet though.
Oh,
in
no.
the terms of like, because this is the one thing we realize, even though like we obviously prepared so much to like start this and get things going.
Yeah.
you can. It doesn't matter how smart you are. If experience, like if you don't have the experience first,
Oh,
you're just not
exactly.
gonna know. You're not actually gonna know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's one thing too.
And I'll give you a perfect example for that. And we'll go back to the car mechanic, right? So
Yeah.
you can have somebody read 15, 20 books on how to fucking do something.
How to fix a car.
Right. But
Or
the
you can
guy
read
that's
note-
been
yeah.
working on the car for 10 or 15 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm going with the guy that has the experience working on the car, not the guy that's read the books, 15 books about working on a car. It definitely hands-on experience. I don't think there's definitely like an equilibrium to that,
Yeah.
because you've got to have a good sort of like study part of it, but you've also got to have that experience to be able to do these things. Not this
Yeah.
specifically, but things in general.
Speaking, you said do things. So what's your opinion on pushing your emotions to the side to achieve a task?
I think, depending on the task specifically, I think it's completely necessary.
Like it's a
Because-
must.
Yeah, and I like I said, I'll give you an example. So sorry, I'm just trying to hear myself out of there.
Good. What's your example?
But my example, so when it comes to doing something, and emotions can get in the way. Emotions can 100%
Yeah.
get in the way. And again, sort of my example goes along the lines. Say like this. So say we've had a bad day, right? Which there's been bad days, and we've still had to film.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, we be turning it around, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
But so like you can have a bad day, but you putting that to the side to work on the task at hand is almost necessary. You know what I'm saying? If you let those emotions take control of your purpose, and this has been a big thing for me recently, purpose over pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
Your feelings, you've got to fucking deal with what you got going on. What, like for instance, your job, your purpose, your goals, your ambitions. You've got to deal with that before you worry, for instance, about how your friend talked to you, or what your significant other said under their breath earlier.
Yeah.
You know, that's bullshit to me, because again, purpose over pleasure. You've got, and this is a perfect example, right? So when it comes to your significant other or a friend, so say they're, they said something under your breath and it just deters you from what you're doing. They're going to get more upset that you let them, geez, how do I say this? They're going to get more upset that let it deter you from what your true goal
that's
is,
true.
right? That was sort of hard for me to explain.
No,
But
no,
if
really.
it deters you, that it's like a double fuck.
It's
You
a
know what
dou-
I'm saying?
yeah.
But if you can push that to the side and
That's
handle
the
what
worst part about a lot of things. The double fuck part.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, bro, I think that's almost completely necessary when it comes to having to complete a task, or just, continuing doing what your goal at hand is. Bro, it's fucking me up not being able to hear myself.
Well, yeah. You need to hear yourself. Watch out.
Okay. No, it's good, it's good, it's good. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it.
I'm not.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right. I'll snip that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the only reason I even bring that up is because that's like one thing, and basically what stops me from doing everything in my life. Like it's never, anytime I'm unmotivated or not, well, I'm really not unmotivated because I don't even believe in,
You're just
I'm
deterred for a
past
short period of
believing in
time.
motivation. And the reason I say that is because like, bro, it's just about being disciplined. Like,
100%.
no, but I never usually get stopped. I mean, yes, I'm not perfect. There's a day here and there where I just don't feel like doing something.
Right.
But it's always like I don't feel like doing something because this person, I'm having this disagreement with this person or this family member.
Right.
That's what stops me. It's not like the unwill to like physically go get out of bed and do something. You know what
Bro.
I'm saying? It's like like I'm just like I can't even focus. Like I'll be literally trying to do something, I can't even focus.
Right, because
thinking
something
about the
is-
situation.
Yes,
That's what
I agree.
deters me. That's even why I asked you the question at first, for real.
No, that goes perfectly along the lines of sort of what we were talking about earlier. How I said, I think whenever you're trying to be motivated or you're trying to do these things, and you just got to focus on yourself, bro. Because, for instance, your family member, your significant other, your friends will be there no matter how many hours you put in at work. And if they're not good friends anyway.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and again, this is another good example. Nobody likes being a bum. Nonetheless, nobody likes being around a bum. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you're sitting here working really fucking hard, those people in your life will commend you for working hard and will
they notice. Like
they
people
notice.
People notice.
Right. I saw a post the other day, and this goes exactly with what we're saying. Nobody cares about the hours that you put in. Nobody cares about these certain things. It's how you treat people after you've done what you've had to do. after you deal with your responsibilities and what you got going on, then that's what matters. It's not about how it's not about the time that's spent, it's about the quality of time that's spent. You get what I'm saying? So this is something for me personally. Whenever I have accomplished my shit that I have to do for the day, or whenever I've accomplished something, or whenever I feel good about doing something, it always makes me a better person around the people that I want to be around.
Yeah, fulfillment.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fulfilled from doing what you need to do. So it's like,
yes, and to flip the script a little bit, whenever I haven't done these things, it makes me a more irritable person. You know what I'm saying? When I feel like I'm not meeting my own standard of what I need to be doing,
your own expectations.
my own expectations, you know what I'm saying? It makes me not feel as good, so then it makes it harder to treat the people around me better. Because if I'm not cool here, how am I going to make other people cool? But if I'm cool here, it's going to make making other people feel better so much easier. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's a big part of just being a good person in general. Like if you can get what you got to get done, bro, all the more power to you.
Exactly.
And also, this is another great thing.
What?
Whenever you've done these things, normally it leads to results, whether that's money, whether that is, for instance, say you build things.
Bro, this is the thing. Like, once you really find your groove, you find at least somewhat of your purpose and really get going on your path. Bro, it's just like there's nothing bad about it. The only bad part is that it's hard.
I got a question.
And yeah.
Do you think... Okay, so normally things like this, they sort of come in different, unexpected times.
Yeah, what?
But do you think you create your own purpose, or do you genuinely think a purpose just sort of falls into your hands? And I'll give you a question and sort of an example to that. So, for instance, and I've said this to you plenty of times, YouTube, even since a kid, since I was maybe not five, but like since I can remember, bro, I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've always wanted to be something on YouTube, whether that's a podcaster, whether that's a vlogger.
I'm just going to say this. You know, we don't ever talk about it. I'll just interrupt you because I'm going to say this because it's right on top of that. We don't ever talk too much about our personal goals from all this. But it's like, okay, you wanted to be a YouTuber.
Right.
And look what you're doing. You're a YouTuber.
Right.
So you kind of just answer your own question. Maybe you just do find your purpose.
Right.
Or maybe it's just an understanding that you can do anything you put your mind to. So then you just do what you think is the most fun and cool.
Right.
Which would be YouTube to you.
Your purpose.
And wherever this podcast takes me, the things I can reap, the benefits of this podcast, you know what I'm saying, the benefits I can reap after, that's what I'm in it for. But at the same time, I enjoy, like, the conversations and meeting the new people.
Oh, that's one of the best parts
about
it.
Like the guests. Like, it's crazy because, like, in my head, we have so many more guests than we've actually brought on. But just because, like, we haven't got them on yet.
Oh, I know.
No.
I know.
So it's like, because we've just talked to them before and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
No, but all I was saying is just like, I mean, yeah, bro, like maybe your purpose is what you do. But.
Well, okay, I'll sort of.
I do think it's more like if you realize like you can do anything you put your mind to, you're going to pick something that's like cool.
Right.
Cool, that means a lot of things. But like, you know what I'm saying?
So I'll ask a little bit more detailed question in that topic though.
Yeah, what's up?
Like a lot of people say, find your purpose, right? And that can be hard. Some people literally spend their entire life not finding their purpose.
I genuinely can like tell you like, not my exact purpose. I mean, I've got a few. I want to say we all have like nobody has one,
right?
In a sense, but I feel like my purpose for personal satisfaction is always trying to do things that's like, who the fuck would do that? Like, that shit's just, like, stupid, hard type shit.
Right.
Then that's where my purpose comes in, where I fulfill. If I do something that somebody else thinks is, like...
extremely hard.
Just
difficult.
Extremely hard, yeah, then that's... feels like my purpose.
Right. 100%.
But there's a lot of things that fall under that category of extremely hard.
Right. 100%.
So whatever... So that's...
One thing I'll say, and there's two parts to this, because I want to talk about when it comes to career and job choice, but also... In this sort of topic as well. So I think that everything you do is a stepping stone to whether that's finding your purpose or continuing your road to your purpose. And like I said, let me give a great example with this. So again, I've wanted to do YouTube for a long time. Mm-hmm. Before I even got to do it, I've been wanting to do YouTube for a long time. Yeah. So And I'm in this podcast for the long run, bro. I hope that we can do this for 10 years, like 10 plus years. I hope so. Like that would feel
it don't
amazing.
Matter. Well, this is the thing. The internet's gonna be around, and we'll be around.
Yeah, Exactly.
It don't even matter if people's watch at that point.
Yeah.
We can still do it for 10 years.
But so, with the podcast specifically, and me personally, I want to do this for a long time. And if it were to ever get to a point where we weren't able to do it, though, this is a stepping stone to get me where else that would take me.
Yeah.
Like whether that's meeting a lot of people doing this.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. But and then the other thing when it comes to career choice or work. So I and I may have said this on the podcast before, but this goes back with a few episodes how you said don't shit on a 9 to 5, right? I don't think you should shit on a 9 to 5 because I think 9 to 5s are a good example if you've got the right mentality that 9 to 5 can lead you to something better. It's a stepping stone to find what you want to do.
9 to 5 thing is just comparing your life to people's life you see on a phone.
Yeah.
That's that.
Well, no, I think it's the complete opposite because it's exactly when it comes to 9 to 5, I think people compare themselves to the things that they don't see on the phone. And I'll give you an example. A lot of people don't want to work a 9 to 5 because they see everybody in the real world working 9 to 5s and not being happy doing it. To whereas people don't want to work a 9 to 5 because they see everybody on the phone not working 9 to 5s and being happy doing that.
I swear if like the whole, that's not completely true, so I'm not even gonna say it. But I was just saying like if the whole United States went to the gym,
bro,
that would change so much.
I think that's
and I'm
true.
not talking about the whole world be fucking swole.
Not swole, but it does something here.
Well, discipline.
Discipline.
I mean, it's like your car. It's like, okay, you drive around your car all day, right? Your body's your car.
Yeah.
You don't like clean your car up and make sure your car looks good.
Yeah.
It's gonna
discipline and maintenance on
It's
yourself.
gonna break down early. And that's what happens is you break down early if you're.
You got to maintenance
in poor
yourself.
health. But it's really hard for us to talk about health because we're just too fucking.
We're young, skinny guys.
You know
so
like it's really hard for. It's almost like we can't really say that because we're not at that point yet.
100%. I agree.
But
I want to say something. So
say that shit.
A lot of you all, because I'm definitely going to TikTok this little clip right here. I'm 100% going to do it. But
Okay.
some of you all may have heard somebody say this before. I'm not going to say who. But would you rather take somebody, okay, scratch that. The person that's in the gym every day through discipline, even the days they don't want to fucking go, but they're in the gym every day because it's part of them. They're disciplined enough to do it. Not only that, you get true benefits from being at the gym. While as there's some people that go to the gym just when they feel like it, just when they, when they please. Who's going to be more successful? Or not successful, but who's going to get results and who's going to be the more reliable person? The person that can go through something when they don't want to and have the discipline to do it even though they don't want to, or the person that just does it because they want to sometimes.
If you're an actually disciplined person in life, like, the sky's the limit.
100%.
Because the ability to do something every day
Yeah.
is just a gift. Like, if you're, even an hour a day, if you can still do it every day, you're...
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're just a disciplined human, you're already ahead of...
Yeah.
But it's tough, though, to being a disciplined... You gotta
find it in yourself.
Learn to put your emotions off. You gotta really say, why are you doing this? You gotta remind yourself why you started. It's a lot of stuff.
So there's just an idea that popped in my head. So, I think some people that don't really understand gym life and sort of like the things around the topic that we've just talked about. So a lot of people, I'm sure, are curious to why a bunch of old guys work out, or not. I don't want to say guys, but a lot of older people or successful people. But I want to say this.
What? Oh, you're talking about like they have money, so why would they work out?
Well, no. Not has nothing to do with money. I'm talking about like the disciplinary things that come along with going to the gym. So I think one reason why a lot of people go to the gym when they have high discipline and also they have like accolades and then they've got a lot to do, because when you have people you've got to take care of, people that you manage, people that look up to you and all these things, right? Mm-hmm. I think that worrying about your health, not only for yourself, but for the people around you is important. Because
you got to be a provider. Just
exactly,
in my
a lot
opinion,
of men.
Just as a male, you have to be a provider. Now, it's great if your woman is a provider too. That means you got a good woman. But like,
right.
As a male in a family setting, or not even in a family, you got to be the provider. Like,
exactly. So you've got to maintain your own health to be able to always provide for other people around you.
Exactly. Health, your wealth, and your health. Like,
but no, you get what I'm saying, right? So I think it's important that people are in the gym. And bro,
set an example, bro. You gotta be a leader. Like,
yeah, exactly. And to be honest with you, I'm not always the best about going to the gym. I'm working on my discipline. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my discipline, so I'm getting better at going to the gym. But it's hard, like you said. It's not easy, bro.
Yeah.
People spend their entire life trying to gain discipline, and some people literally don't.
You know what's crazy? There's gonna be somebody watching this fucking video. They're gonna be looking at us because we're not fucking like look like this.
Right.
And be like, why are they talking about the gym?
Bro.
And I'll just.
But there's a difference though. There's a big difference.
There's a difference between being healthy. It's just called being healthy. Like.
Right. Like I can go to the gym, bro. I could go to the gym for the next 365 days and do the things that I need for my body without looking like a fucking bodybuilder. You know what I'm saying? There's a complete difference. That is by choice. The people that are in the gym to fucking get big, that's a choice. You don't like bro.
Why don't you start trying to look like that? Why don't you get buff?
Bro, I don't want to look like a 6'4", 300-pound guy like Bradley Martin. Don't get me wrong, that's cool for some people.
Why don't you start? I want to see how.
I don't want to look like
how
that.
Big you think you can
I don't
get.
want to have to go sideways between doors.
Boy,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's 5 years and a whole bunch of steroids later.
Oh, I know. I know, and that's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm joking.
I'm saying, why don't you? Why isn't it like? Why don't you do it?
Why don't I?
Why don't you get? Well, how much do you weigh right now?
Probably 175, 180.
Why don't you be like, I want to be 190 and shredded? Like, why don't you like make
Bro,
me go and do it?
Actually, I'll tell you what.
Like, that's not even nothing crazy.
And this is a part of discipline that I have been working on, and I know that you know this. It's hard for me to gain weight, and for me to discipline myself to eat things that I don't like and eat a lot, it would be hard for me.
It's the diet part that you couldn't get through.
Bro, I could go to the gym every day and fucking get.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
It's
the
gaining
actual
weight.
Bro, there's a reason that it's called a quote unquote meathead. Like, you just. Like it's literally just pushing something heavy and pulling something heavy. Bro. Dude, there's that comment would piss a lot of people off. That are like
actually meatheads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. And bro, this is a perfect
there's
time.
Nothing wrong with
being a meathead. There's nothing wrong with being a big swole man.
But
I'll tell you something, and this is a perfect time to bring this up because I was saying this right before we started the podcast. I think that something that is so important when it comes to being disciplined and, trying to accomplish things that you want to accomplish, whatever those things may be, because everybody's different. I think that if you actually care about individuality and you care about yourself and other people, it is important to focus on yourself. Because a lot of people eventually care too much to where it becomes a hindrance. And I'll give you an example.
Well, people just be caring in weird ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I do agree with you, but so something I'll say to that. If you can worry about yourself and care about the things that go on around you, it's a lot easier not only for yourself to feel fulfilled and to care about the people around you. But somebody that tries to care about everybody, that can become a hindrance to caring about the people around you.
Yeah, my favorite thing, I actually wrote this shit down the other day because I was writing some shit. Strive to be accepted, strive to be respected, not accepted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you don't have to enjoy our content, but like we don't have to be accepted by you and stuff, but like respect the fact that somebody else is doing a hustle. And like right. Like I said, you know how I was talking shit about that dude who's a swimmer? Yeah. Like, okay, well, if you're like a college athlete, then tops to you. Like, it's respect. Exactly. I don't accept it. I think swimming is. I mean, I can swim. Like, throw me in a fish in water. No, but you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, I respect that you're an athlete, and that's that.
Yeah, bro. This goes exactly with what you just said. I don't know the person that said this line. I don't. But it all. No, it didn't. I didn't. It's a song.
What's your line, bro?
It's a bigger guy. I can't think of his name, but you might know after I say it.
What?
But so there's a line in a song, and it says, "Fame is when people know you by your work. Notoriety is when people know you by your worth." It's Heartless by somebody.
I don't know.
And he's talking about Wyatt Finn Lucci. Anyway, so fame is when people know your work. Notoriety is when people know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you can be famous. And being
perfect example, Island Boys.
Bro, being famous don't mean shit if you're fucking not worth anything.
If you're the Island Boys.
Like, bro, perfect example.
I guess they got more money than us, so.
Bro, I mean, I don't really care about the news like that, but to my knowledge, they went broke.
I did see that on.
To my knowledge, they went broke. And that's the perfect example of when you become famous, that's not what you do. You don't fucking sit there and like bro, again, and this goes off of what I just said.
If you, like, I couldn't even imagine being like a viral, like that kind of like a figure like that. That's like,
and they fucked it up, bro.
And then just, well, I mean,
they could turn it around, I guess, because they still have like notable faces, right? But like my thing is, when it comes to that, it's like anybody can become famous.
It's crazy that they're white.
Listen.
Like that. I'm listening.
Being famous does not mean anything if it's for stupid reasons. If it, like, bro, and for multiple reasons, right?
Like Perkio.
I don't even want to talk about that. I don't have any opinion. I literally have no opinion on Perkio. I don't know much about him, so like.
No, it's just a dude that dresses up.
Like the fake Drake.
Yeah,
it's sort of the same concept.
Bro, the fake Drake be geeking.
Bro, they banned his account. But anyways, well, back to what I was saying. When you become famous for stupid things, that's cool. You can become famous for stupid things, but it's what you do with that. It's how you gain value from that. Because, bro, being famous and not giving value or gaining value doesn't mean shit. Like, you can have 1 million followers, but then if nobody's paying attention to your videos or your content,
if you're not bringing value.
Exactly. If you're not bringing value or not bringing things that people truly enjoy, whether that's entertainment, whether that's knowledge, whether that's a product, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean shit. Like 1 million followers, that does not mean shit. It's what you bring to those 1 million followers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's so important for people that want to be content creators or whatever the case in that space may be. Mm-hmm. It's important to actually be able to provide something for people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people get that twisted through self.
What you mean?
Like self-image. Like, for instance, a lot of people just want to get famous and have 1 million followers just to get famous and have 1 million followers.
I'm sure it feels nice.
Oh, I'm sure it feels great. Like honestly, I'm sure it feels great, but it doesn't mean anything if you're not giving value or gaining value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks cool.
Just if you're like a fucking famous for one little video, that's different.
But that's what I'm saying. What do you do with that one video?
Well, it is about what you do with it. And
exactly.
How you leverage that.
Exactly.
And use your momentum to gain and build from that.
Exactly. Let's think of an example here. There's plenty of them. But for instance, somebody can become viral off of one video, mm-hmm. and then say they become viral, and then they create a product that actually ends up doing well, and they maintain that leverage. You know what I'm saying? It's important to do that if you blow up. It's very important because that initial blow up doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, this is sort of what I was going toward a second ago. A lot of people, they want to get famous, but also they don't want to put in the work after they get famous. It's like, oh, I became famous, I'm cool, I'm chilling.
Well, I mean, it's just like, okay, unless you have a specific craft. I mean, the goal for everything is like, quote unquote, rich and famous. In a sense, like, obviously not.
But that money doesn't last forever.
You know what I'm trying to say about, like,
fame does not last forever though. Unless you are the top 0.005% of fame, and I'm talking about people like Michael Jackson, Elvis, that outlive you, like Drake, people like that.
There's so few people.
0.05, like, bro,
yeah,
less than 1%.
But that's what's crazy. Okay,
there's not many.
Crazy about it.
There's not many people that outlive their fame. You get what I'm saying?
Few, yeah.
And so for people that don't outlive their fame, they've got to use what they've made with their fame to leverage the rest of their life. Because if you don't, bro, it's all for what?
Bro, it's like, okay, name music people in the fucking 50s or before. Then we're about to damn near go blank.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's very few.
And how famous were they back then?
50s or before.
I don't fucking know. I don't even barely know anywhere after that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, 2000s rappers, besides, like, fucking the biggest ones that are still around now. You know what I'm saying? Are gone.
Refresh. Bro, he's a character.
Was he famous in, like, the 2000s?
I believe so. He's older. He's an older fella.
I know he's older, but, like, I always thought he was, like, a meat. Does he rap for real in the sense of, like... Yes, but I think his raps are definitely a little more like comedic.
Comedic, but it's also different. Like I think, and I'll give you an example.
Because that's what
I think Dallas and Texas rap has that spunk to it.
Oh, is that where that dude's from?
I think he's from Texas. I think Texas has that like that upbeat like almost like not all music
Wait,
of course.
no, Riff Raff made I'm tiptoeing in my Jordans, right?
I think so.
Is that that's why. The motherfucker is.
End it there.